Welcome back to the 420 Tarot Lounge. My name's Friday, your reader and host. My readings are timeless for entertainment purposes only, and they are general energy readings. So, the, la- the last week or so that we've had, I can only call them big energies because they are big uh, in the excitement light side, and they're big in the dark side as well. And I think we're actually seeing that as news unfolds from all over the place, right? Not just where I am, but everywhere pretty much. It feels like everything's gone to hell in a handbasket, but there's, for some reason, there's this underlying, I want to say it's an underlying feeling of hope and truth and light and love, and the energies, the big energies are still there, but I almost it's the balance of it is now changing again. The balance of it is now changing again. That one didn't want to go in, and I hadn't asked Sovereign anything yet, so we're just going to leave that one up at the top. 9 of Cups. So Sovereign, um, the energies collected here to watch this video, the ones that have synchronized or whose frequencies have harmonized with my channel, the Hermit, um, are seeking a message, seeking a sign, a signal, or even a caution of noise. 2 cards. Ace of Cups and 7 of Swords. Six of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. See how sometimes they fly up, and that happens with this deck too sometimes. Uh, got an Ace of Pentacles. So anyway, if you're here, that means that our energies have synchronized, frequencies have harmonized, and there's potentially a message here for you. Queen of Wands is the underlying energy here. So this is the energy under here is a powerhouse of organization amongst chaos. So we had the 9 of Cups fly out of before I could even ask Sovereign any to provide any cards. So we have the and we have the 4 of Swords underneath. So we have the Queen of Wands, and then this 9 of Cups came out right at the beginning before I could even ask. So for me, this is like there's a moment is coming, or a moment has arrived that we've been waiting for, and it is there's going to have to be a so this Hermit here, so he's the wise one, the one that his energy is one that reviews, um, bestows advice, wisdom. And there's going to have to be a lot of that. I feel like there's going to have to be a this Ace of Cups. Wow. The way things have been, the way things are being done, the way things that are being communicated, the way things are being, I'm also going to say hidden. And I say hidden because of these two swords here. This Seven of Swords is, we've got a lot, there's a lot that we know, a lot that we have, but there is some missing pieces to what we are trying to accomplish or trying to bring out, or you know, there's going to be an acknowledgement of some sort, and it feels to me that this acknowledgement is, it may not be widely spread. So, like if someone wins a Nobel Peace Prize or something, or a literature prize or whatever it is, um, yeah, they publish it in all the papers in Europe and all that kind of stuff. But there's really no hoopla about who that person is, or um, and unless you're interested in the topic, you're not interested in reading the article or watching anything about them, right? Like that's just human nature. But I think in this case, it's going to start out as only a little bit, like, let's just say local papers, neighbors chatting, that kind of thing. But it's going to get bigger. There's a force underneath that is, I can, I'm going to use this deck. There's a force underneath that's pushing this acknowledgement, this, um, I don't want to say pageantry, but it can be pageantry. It's going to push it up to the surface and make it that it is, you can't avoid knowing about it. You can't avoid seeing it. You can't avoid hearing about it. Wheel of Fortune again. So like I said, it's a powerful force that's coming up. It's, I feel like things are going to almost feel like they're becoming unhinged. Um, both, both a good way and a bad way. And I think any moment of unhingement, if you want to say it like that. So one event can play both roles, good and bad. Press, I guess you could say. Nine of Wands. There could be the battle, the fighting, not the fighting, the battle, I don't see any fighting, like like war type stuff. This for me right here is more on a societal level, like within a society. There's two cards here. We have the World, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the defender of integrity, defender of creativity, defender of passion. Now, okay. getting back to this part here. And like I said, it feels like there is something pushing this up. And this Wheel of Fortune just doubled down for me. Yes, there's something underneath pushing this up. And there's going to be, it feels as though the energy expelled underneath to push this up, it's a fierce energy, fierce in not evil fierce, but very intent. This Ace of Pentacles here. So once this wheel starts turning and the battles are happening, there's I say battles. There's feels like this is that new opportunities will be unlocked or revealed. I think that there's going to be things that have been going on or invented or things going on that maybe we've not been privy to in the past. And that this Ace of Pentacles for me is a gateway. So this is a gateway to getting to the bottom of things for prosperity. Getting to the bottom of things for prosperity. And that ties in with this fight and the Queen and the Nine there. There could be even the Strength card here is advice. That's how I'm hearing it. It's advice, Sovereign. Ten of Cups. So the this is emotional strength mainly, okay? Because I think that the exposures, that things that are going to be exposed, things that are not just bad things, but I think that there's like, I don't want to sound like a tinfoil hat wearer, but the only explanation I can come up with is hidden technology. And when those things start to come out, there, I think that there's going to be people that are, or energies that are not understanding, not believing, not ready to absorb the information. And it's for those people that you're going to have to be strong. Like, and I say hold it together, but I mean not everybody has a breaking point, and you're well within. Um, it's well within the realm. It's within the realm of possibility that at any given moment, along this path, you could have moments of very deep sadness and anger, and that is fine. That is, but in order to be able to help those around you, you're going to have strength with the Ten of Cups. This is like a brave face. And you can only, telling them isn't isn't sufficient sometimes. Sometimes they just have to, sometimes it just has to be felt. So you've got to have compassion, you've got to have understanding. Queen of Wands. Okay, so yeah, you have to the underlying energy here is still um, trying to, or the chaos with this double Queen of Wands is like it's not contained, but organized. The chaos is organized. So whatever is going on all over the place, it's all organized, and there's a method or a schedule or am I understanding that right? Am I understanding that right? That it's like, you know, when they on Earth Day they go up at 9 o'clock at night, everybody shut their lights off, and then if you look at the globe from space, it's like you can see all the lights going on and off around the globe, kind of like in little what's that? What's that? The orange, chocolate orange. You know how it comes in little sections? It's like that. Like just lights, lights, lights are off, 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 like a controlled chaos. Okay, that's how I'm understanding it. A controlled chaos. Again, that's doubling down on that. And this is something that's been maybe not on a individual level, but on a societal level. It feels as though that this has been a long time coming, and it's been a long time wanted. Two of Swords. No, you can't see that. Shoot. Let's move this down a little bit. That's how I wanted it. Okay. And the underlying energy for this part of the read is the Ace of Discs or the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like this, like I said, this acknowledgement or whatever, the uplifting, there's forces underneath to bring this up to the surface and well known. And then once that begins to happen, and the hearts and minds of the society start to see what's going on, because you're not in the fold, but you're quite aware of what's going on, or have a pretty good idea of the plan. You are being called upon to stay strong and be of assistance where needed. Ask questions or answer questions as best you can, and if you don't know the answer, direct them, right? Or if you don't want to answer the question, you can say, if you want to make your own opinion, here you go here. Or I got it from this book, or these books, or this website, or this TV program, or this documentary, or whatever it is, right? Now, this Two of Swords, now people would say, oh, this is making hard decisions. But I'm seeing this as a reminder that as hard as you work here, or as much energy as you expel here, the opportunities available going forward will flourish. So the choice of expending energy here and how much will determine the amount of success. That's what I'm seeing here. And I know people say, oh, that doesn't make sense. That's Two of Swords. It's decisions, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so one decision, two decisions. You're going to have to, I feel like, bounce between the two. Take a few moments for yourself, then go, and then, go hard. Take a few moments for yourself, and then go hard. Okay, that's it's got the yin yang there, and this feels to me like this is a battle sword. So we're going to get some advice here. Yeah, we're going to get some advice here. See if we can't, or maybe a little bit more clarity. Sovereign, is there any additional clarity or advice that you would like to provide for the Vibe Tribe? I haven't called you guys that in a while. For the Vibe Tribe, the ones that want to pass that pup and smash that like button. Three of Swords. There could be some disappointment, heartbreak, not necessarily melancholy, but it may take the experience, absorb it, understand it, learn from it. Two here. Three. The Death card. The Wheel of Fortune again. And the Five of Pentacles. And the King of Swords is on the bottom. So he's the master of truth, logic, law, and order. Everything that is light. So like I said, you're going to encounter, there's going to be disappointments, possibly even like heartbreak, emotional devastation. But I don't want to say there is a silver lining, because I see the work towards the silver lining. So again, we have the Death card here, which is ego transition. So you're going to be able to do some kind of internal reflection and either get rid of your ego or examine it and understand why you have it and harness it. And this is the third Wheel of Fortune that's come out of 3 decks, which I'm just totally flabbergasted on. We're at a turning point. I guess that's the only way I can say it. We're at a turning point. The wheel's got to turn. It's got to go one way or it's got to go the other. We're at a turning point. And you're going to be looking for assistance, and others are going to be coming to you for assistance. And the need to help each other, the need to understand each other, the need to be honest and authentic with each other is going to be paramount in this in the success of this endeavor. But like I said, for me, this feels like it is this is bigger than you and I. This is societal. This is and societal. That's not just like 10 people, right? That's like, and then it spreads. So your advice here is to understand things aren't going to go the way that you want all the time, but there is a call for your understanding, for your wisdom, for your talent and creativity to take the, if you were in literature, take the content and make it palatable. Okay. And for those that are understand what I'm talking about, I don't know how that can happen, but anyway, people are gonna be needing to lean on each other. This is where the communities come together. And community doesn't just mean, you're one block on your street. Like there's communities like the bakers community. There, that all the bakers go to their conventions and they, look at all these new ovens and blah 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 blah, right? And then you've got the car community. So you've got, and then within that you've got the different factions. So which is, the hot rods and the classics, and then you've got the sports, the new sports cars like the, I don't know, Ferraris or whatever they are, and so those are all communities, and they all lean on each other to help each other out. Especially in the hot rod and classic cars. They're always looking for car parts. They're always looking for different things to pimp their ride. So that's like an example of a community. It's not necessarily just your one block or your little hamlet or your township, right? So I just want to again reiterate, my readings are timeless for entertainment purposes only, and they are general energy readings. And the reading that I'm getting here is shit is hitting the fan, and it's going to be controlled, or they're going to try to control the shit hitting the fan. And as it's coming out, as things are being exposed, there's going to be heartbreak, there's going to be disappointment, there's going to be the feeling of hopelessness, even. And your call is to have an open mind. Just because somebody had an opinion of this yesterday, overnight with new information, their opinion can change, and they might realize now that they need to talk to you. You got to be open for those communications. So this is where you transition. You drop your ego. You let that go, right? You are, although you are a sentient being, having a human experience, you're being called to tap into that higher part of yourself so that you can shed the ego and help people, or however you want to assist people, point people in the right direction. But like I said, we're at a turning point. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. And there can be a little bit of chaos and dismay, and your advice is to stay calm and assist where needed. And I guess might have been Winston Churchill from the UK. He was Prime Minister in the UK back in war days. And his motto was keep calm and carry on. Um, but I think in this instance, yeah, keep calm, carry on, and help those that are looking for assistance, that are genuinely looking for the toothpicks to hold their eyes open. So that was a little bit intense, this reading, and so I'm going to close it off here now. I was going to pull an angel number, but I think I'm just going to close it off here now and maybe do a little bit of a cleanse for myself and then maybe do another one. So if you enjoy my interpretation of the cards, smash that like button, pass that puff. Subscribe, help me grow my channel. Not all my readings are on society. Sometimes I do find that I pick up on individual channels of energy, and I like to tap into that and read for that. And if it synchronizes with your energy, hopefully it would draw you to my channel. So again, my name's Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. I can't wait to have you back again. Namaste.